Welcome to Grumpy Wolf Reacts. I am Grumpy Wolf. Today I'm reacting to Dan Vasc. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Metal singer performs Amazing Grace. I did do this reaction Saturday, but I did do this reaction Saturday, but I had technical difficulties and had no sound on it. So this is my second watch, and I believe this was requested by Dion. Thank you so much for the request. Much appreciated. I did enjoy this the first time through. I will do my best to give you all the points I touched on in the first video. I'm sorry there were issues. I messed with something on the microphone, and what looked like max volume was minimum volume. So, lesson learned. And all the tests I did before recording tonight looked like I got my sound back, and the video I just released had sound to it, so I believe I fixed that little hiccup. Sorry again for the difficulties in this not being my first watch. I hope you still enjoy. Excuse me. I will say, no, I'll save that for while he's going. But there will be a link to this video in the description down below. Please make sure you follow it and go to this gentleman's page. Like, subscribe, watch his content there. What I do here is not a substitution for the artist's original work. What I do is try to get new eyes on the artist and excuse me, get new eyes on the artist, and give my thoughts, opinions, and feelings of the music and lyrics. If the lyrics are obvious enough or hit me hard enough, I will talk on them. Otherwise, it's just more how I'm feeling from what I'm hearing. With all of that being said, let's get into this song.
Amazing,
no, you don't.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
He's coming in with a soft, mellow, but strong voice, vocals. And the first time through, I did expect him to go all metal almost throughout the whole thing. I know he gets there towards the end, but I won't talk on that until we get there. But I love how he handles this song. He does it with respect, and then does his thing with it, which, if you know, I feel that shows the talent of an artist. I've said it on most of my covers, I believe.
Like me, I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to feel, and grace my fears relieved.
And from my understanding, he's a Brazilian artist as well. If I read the comment right, if I read it wrong, I'm sorry. Please let me know in the comments. If English isn't his first language, he speaks it very well. I hear almost no accent. I think it comes out a little bit more when he gets into the heavy stuff, but I could be wrong there too. I'll pay more attention this time around. He's intensifying the vocals a little bit, but still keeping it kind of somber. This is a song that many people have done covers of, so, and I don't really have a problem with that, especially if you could take it and do what you can to make it your own. And a little bit later, he'll do that for us.
My fears relieve. How precious did the grace appear, the hour I first believed.
I can appreciate all vocals, especially when you're talented, Gabriel being one of them. But there's something about the deep voice that just hits me different. Maybe it's because it's more comfortable for me when I sing to be in that area, that register. I've been pushing myself and trying to hit those higher notes. For those of you who watch those videos, I'm sorry. I don't think I've done well yet, but it's not learning. There's no growth if I don't try something different, right? So, but yeah, I just love the low registers, the deep chest voice. Just something about it I've always liked. Drawn to artists with it. Country singer Josh Turner's one I could think of right off my back. Trace Adkins. I'm trying to think if there's a rapper that has a very deep rapping voice, but I can't think of any off the top of my head that I listen to. So, if there's anyone you could think of, please let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. Maybe it's something I could react to.
First believe through many dangerous taunts and snares, I have already come. Disgrace and darkness saved us all, and grace will lead me home.
Yeah, this threw me for a loop the first time around. I was not expecting this man to bust out a harmonica, and he plays it well. So mad the sound didn't work on those first videos. Oh, damn it. I didn't catch that the first time. He had it in his back pocket. I thought he was holding it this whole time. Right there. He's grabbing it. because he gets from that melody right into the harmonica really quick. So I'm like, has it been in his hand and just out of camera this whole time? And the first time, I didn't go back far enough to see him do that. I didn't want to pause during that. It's beautiful. That's a bigger harmonica than I'm used to seeing. Maybe the difference in size gives different sounds and whatnot. I don't know. I don't know harmonicas. I just know the little ones I had as a kid. Not the plastic ones, but they were like metal, but only a step or two above the plastic ones. Never got good at those. But yeah, this surprised the heck out of me. Please recommend more stuff for this artist. I would really enjoy seeing what else he could do. Loved this song. He does amazing with it. And we're about to get into his bag of things after the harmonica. You could tell that is where he's most comfortable when he's hitting the metal scream. I don't want to call it screaming, but the metal type lyrics. I guess it is somewhat screaming. Normally, it's not my thing, but I'm really enjoying his input, or how he intertwines his style in with a very old style song, and it mixes well, and he does it masterfully. But you could tell that's like where he's most comfortable, is doing this stuff. And I think being able to be so comfortable belting out these notes makes the more somber, mellow notes he's singing hit just as good. Please, more. I want more. That right there was magical. Um, when I was doing the Saturday, my speaker was dying. So right when he hit that really powerful note, it cut out and please charge. I'm like, you fucking piece of shit. How dare you do that right there, right then. So I had to backtrack and do it and then plug it up to a charger so it would let me finish the video, which had no sound. So it didn't matter. At least not for y'all if you watch that one. Uh, what are you doing? Chop? Hey! What do you think you're doing? Nothing over there's for the chop dog? This boy. Hello, you sweet chop. But yeah, extremely talented individual. I would like to see or hear him do more his style. Is he only metal, or does he do multiple styles of like rock and stuff? And if you knew me before I started this reaction journey, you'd be amazed. I probably wouldn't have touched songs like this just because of the religious side of things. I'm more, since finding Ren and stuff, I've been more open to all of that. So, and the stuff with Gabriel as well. It's funny that the first non-English one I picked was a very gospel song. And then there's this. But honestly, I love listening to like church choirs sing and stuff. So I've said it in previous videos, I have issues with all the death and the hate the churches have spread. So I'm leaning more towards saying there could be a God, but the churches overall are not supporting his vision. There might be small community ones that are great, but like the ones calling the shots or whatever, the powers that be, if you would. I feel throughout time they've manipulated and tried to spread the word of God in the wrong way. My opinion on how I see things. Try not to get too deep into that. I don't want to offend anyone who is a average churchgoer. If that makes you happy, more power to you. There's nothing wrong with it, as long as no one's getting hurt in the process. And that's what I say about a lot of stuff. Like me singing at the end of my videos when I do it. I'm not hurting anyone. If it's not for you, you could stop watching. No hard feelings if you don't want to hear it. I appreciate anyone who has not enjoyed it, that has not gotten hateful in the comments. That is more important than anything to me, is we just make this a positive space. If you want to get in Discord or something, I'm willing to talk about any topic as long as we can keep it respectful. If I get to a point to where I'm not being that way, please let me know. I'll back off or shut up or whatever the case may be. Because I can get, especially if we're talking face to face, I get very adamant in what I'm saying. Whether I'm intending to or not, the tone gets very angered. It's just how I've always used to talking. people wouldn't listen unless I was angry, so it just became my initial go-to when no one's listening to what is being said. Something I'm working on. Also, doing all of this has helped. So, appreciate y'all for being along for this. Really enjoyed this video, this song. I do want to see more from this artist. Dion, amazing request. Thank you for giving it to me. Please don't be, even though all of that being said about the religious stuff, please don't be scared or worried about requesting stuff in the religious aspects, even if it's not like Catholic Christian stuff. I'm open to listening to it. I will give my honest opinion on it, so if it's something you may not want to hear someone speak, I don't want to say negatively, but indifferent or whatever, if you just want to hear good things about it, maybe not send it this way. So far, I haven't felt anything to where I've needed to speak negatively or go on that side of my opinion. I've enjoyed the songs that I've listened to from Gabriel, even the gospel ones, I think even more so than the covers. So I'm extremely open to listening to it. I just want to give you a heads up front. I will be honest. I will not sugarcoat things. If I don't like it, I'm going to say so. And that goes for any artist, any song. I mean no disrespect. I'm not going to be fake. I'm not going to say I enjoy this if I don't. So you at least know you're getting that from me. Let's finish this out, and because it's the second attempt, I'm not going to do the second watch without the pauses. Just want to get it out there, get the reaction out there, and it's getting a little late here tonight anyways. I have one more I want to try to do. Might not get to it. What time is it? But yeah, let's finish this out, and I'll end it for the day. Thank you so much.
Was blind, but now I
I love his facial expressions when he's hitting those notes. I want to do this one. This is probably going to be one I do next. But yeah. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like and subscribe. Please click the link in the description below to go to this artist page. I believe his name was Dan Vasc, V-A-S-C. I definitely want to hear more from this artist. Thank you so much, Dion, for the request. I enjoyed this so much. With all that being said, until next time, share the love. Everybody wins. Grumpy